Aman, did you see that the US actually bombed Kharg Island, Iran's main oil export hub?
I did. And Iran hit back at Fujairah. West Asia is genuinely on edge right now.
We're getting into all of that. Welcome back to Preparo's Daily CA Pulse. I'm Ria.
And I'm Aman. 7 stories today. Big ones. Let's go.
Starting with something close to home. ISRO has flagged a technical setback with NAVIC, specifically the atomic clock on the IRNSS 1F satellite.
Navic is India's GPS alternative, right? Why does this clock matter so much?
Because atomic clocks are the heart of any navigation system. No accurate clock, no accurate positioning. NAVIC was born out of the Kargil conflict of 1999, when the US denied India GPS access. That's the strategic autonomy angle.
And it covers India plus 1500 kilometers beyond our borders. Not just civilian use. There's a restricted military grade signal too.
This is 100% coming in prelims. GS Paper 3, Science and Tech, no NAVIC's dual frequency bands L and S, and the Kargil origin story. Now, Kharg Island. Okay, so US strikes on Kharg Island, Iran's southwestern oil hub, 25 kilometers off its coast. Iran retaliated by targeting oil facilities in Fujairah, UAE.
Here's the thing. Kharg handles nearly 90% of Iran's oil exports. Hitting it is basically squeezing Iran's economic lifeline.
And Fujairah sits just outside the Strait of Hormuz. It's a critical bunkering and storage port for global shipping. Both locations are choke points.
For UPSC, this is GS Paper 2, International Relations plus Geography. Know where Kharg and Fujairah are, and why the Strait of Hormuz matters for India's energy security.
India imports roughly 85% of its crude. Any disruption there hits us directly. Speaking of economic frameworks under stress, the Washington Consensus is officially losing its shine.
The what now? For listeners who haven't heard this term,
Let me break this down simply. The Washington Consensus was a set of neoliberal prescriptions: privatize, liberalize, deregulate, pushed by the IMF and World Bank from the 80s onwards. India's own 1991 reforms were shaped by it.
and now countries including India are moving back toward industrial policy, strategic subsidies, economic nationalism. The trickle-down model just didn't deliver for everyone.
GS Paper 3 Economics and also Essay Paper. Understand why the one size fits all approach collapsed and what India's alternative looks like. Okay, manuscripts next. This one's actually beautiful. The Ministry of Culture has launched the Gyan Bharatam mission, a 3-month nationwide survey to map and digitize India's manuscript heritage.
How many manuscripts are we talking?
Approximately 10 million, the world's largest collection. The survey goes district level upward and feeds into a national digital repository.
This is GS Paper 1, Art and Culture. Know the mission name Gyan Bharatam, the scale, and the Ministry of Culture's role. Also, links to India's soft power push.
Now, something that flew under the radar. The finance minister has introduced an economic stabilization fund worth 1 lakh crore rupees, approved via supplementary demands for grants for 2025-26.
A fiscal buffer, basically a rainy day fund for the economy?
Exactly. It's designed to absorb shocks, global conflicts, commodity price spikes, without India blowing past its fiscal deficit target. Nearly 57,000 crore comes from supplementary demands, rest from savings and higher receipts.
GS Paper 3, Indian Economy, and also Polity for the supplementary demands for grants mechanism. Know both angles.
Quick fire, 2 more. Ladakh is pushing for statehood and 6th schedule status to protect its 97% tribal population and fragile ecology, though the center cites strategic security and constitutional hurdles.
And the US has launched a Section 301 trade investigation against India and 59 other economies, probing forced labor in supply chains, a serious headwind for Indian exporters.
That's 6 prelims-worthy topics today. Navik, Kharg Island, Washington Consensus, Gyan Bharatam, ESF, and Section 301. Stay curious, stay prepped.
See you tomorrow on Prep Aero's Daily CA Pulse.